What's up, guys? It's Fat Dad Skates Pad. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm going to talk about my setup. I'm going to talk about my wheels choice, and I'm going to talk about my plans for the year. And I have a bunch of kids in the background, so there's probably going to be a lot of background noise. I'm going to get hit with a broom. That's okay, because I'm a fat dad who skates bad. This is my spring setup. She's been really good to me, but I've been kind of like scared to hit the transition real hard. There's a couple of quarter pipes. Can you my local that I'm a little scared to get some of my old tricks on. So today I'm going to be doing a little refresher on the backyard mini ramp. I don't know if you guys can see it. And yeah, I'm going to talk about my setup. So for the spring, I'm skating this 9-inch Anti-Hero Orange Eagle. She's 9 inches wide, 33 inches long, 15-inch wheelbase. She's a great board other than the terrible amounts of mud on the grip tape. And yeah, so I'm on Slappy Trucks, which I gotta say, I'm on 58mm wheels. And with the Slappy Trucks with the hard bushings, I get zero wheel bite. But I do have a 1/8-inch riser pad, so that helps. But before, I was skating different bushings with the Slappy Trucks, and I was constantly getting wheel bite. And I have to say, if you get the Slappy bushings with the Slappy Trucks, epic. I'm 250 pounds. You can see my big fat belly, and this board rides great. So I'm gonna stick with this board for the whole spring. If I break it or if it gets really razor tailed, I'm gonna buy the same exact board, so I'm not swapping out parts anymore. I'm gonna really concentrate on technique, on basics, and I'm gonna concentrate on getting used to my setup, because I keep swapping stuff out and I feel like it's holding me back. One difference I made from my setup video, well, it wasn't even a setup video, it was just a introduction to my spring setup. These are not OJ double duro wheels. They're actually 58mm Spitfire 93s. And I have to say, the reason I really like them is because they're super wide, super sturdy for transition, and that's the type of skating I like to do. I don't do big transition, but I like, you know, parks. And slide's awesome. I honestly think those 99A, well, they're double duro, so they're 95 in the middle wheels are a gimmick. They just skated like 99A wheels and they slid like shit. Another thing that really irritated me about those wheels, I would get flat spots constantly. So like I had them for like a few days, and I do power slides a lot. Ooh, that was nice. Mostly because I'm fat and it's easy. You don't have to pop the board. And it's fun. It's a fun trick. Like, I love power slides. I do them constantly. But I never got flat spots on my Dragon wheels, which I loved with all my heart and soul. And I'm on the Spitfire 93s right now just because I had a pair laying around. This was a used pair. This is not a brand new pair of Spitfires. But yeah, they skate phenomenal. They feel great. They grip great. They slide great. They're softer on my bones. They're 20 million times better than those OJ double duro wheels. Also, of course, this is all just my own personal experience on these wheels. Everybody likes different stuff. If you got used to hard wheels your whole life and you're only skating hard wheels, I guarantee you these Spitfire 93s are gonna be terrible. For example, Kevin Nice Try, he's a rad dude, awesome channel, 20 times better of a skater I am. Did not like the 93s because he said they were slow, but he's skating 52mm wheels. I'm on 58mm wheels, so big difference. And I cannot stress how much I love these wheels. They're phenomenal. They're not as soft as the Dragon wheels, but they're close, and they just slide so nice. And they slide on grippy concrete and they slide on slick concrete. So yeah, so this is kind of a weird video, but I just wanted to do a little bit of an update on my setup. I eventually want to switch out one more thing. So the bearings I usually ride are, let's see if I can get you a camera angle. Those are Bones big ball bearings. They're not bad bearings by any means, but Bronson Raws are the best bearings I ever skated. I even got like the Bones Swiss bearings, and I felt like the Bronson Raws lasted longer, and they were definitely faster. They just went forever. So I think eventually, if I wear through these wheels or these bearings start shitting out again, I'm gonna get a set of Bronson Ross. But for now, I'm gonna let them ride. They don't last anywhere near as long as the Bronson Ross. The one thing I will say about the Bronson Ross though, they get really squeaky, and maybe that's because I'm a fat guy. Maybe for you skinny guys, you don't have that problem, but they get really squeaky after about 3 or 4 months, and they start to piss me off. These Bones bearings are half the price, but they last about half as long, but they don't look anywhere near as cool. They're not as fast of a bearing, and they're really quiet compared to the Bronson Ross. I love that noise that the Bronson Ross make. They're just super loud, and yeah, they're great freaking bearings. So if you ever get a chance, go check them out. I know Jamie Foy just dropped his version of the Bronson Ross in like I think a blue color, which is pretty freaking dope. So yeah, so at my local, there's a quarter pipe almost exactly the size of this. It is a tad bit steeper. It's a little bit sketchier getting up onto it. And for whatever reason with this new setup, I've been having a really hard time like getting up onto it with feeble, let alone an axle stall. So today, if you guys want to stick it out, I'm just going to practice feebles on this bad boy, get really comfortable on this board. I have to say this board is 20 times better than my last board. I really like it. I feel really good on it and confident on it, but there's a couple of tricks that I feel I'm just not quite there yet. I'm just starting to break in the trucks. They don't have very big grooves, but man, I'm a big fan of slappy trucks. I really like them. Big ups to Sticker Steve for turning me onto them, and they're the only trucks I'm going to skate from now on. I know everybody's hyped on the Grind King lockers, but I don't care. I don't skate rails at all. I do ledges and curbs very seldom. Slappy trucks turn great. They freaking don't wheel bite nowhere near as bad if you use the freaking stock bushings, so I'm gonna stick with that. So yeah, so today I don't have a lot of time, but we're in the backyard, so we're gonna start off by just trying to get a feeble and axle stall on this little guy, and then we're gonna do a lot of practice with just feebles on this guy. I really just need to get used to this board on like transition skating. I went to like my local park, and I actually put a short out. I had a great day skating. Weather was perfect. There's a couple of annoying kids there that were just kind of snaking me a little bit, but I don't think it was their fault. They're just young. And then I was just back to battling the feeble. So what irritates me so much about battling the feeble is the fact that it's a trick I already have. It's one of my best tricks. I am garbage at axle stalls, but my feeble is such a good trick. And for whatever reason on that quarter pipe, I could not commit to that trick, and it's driving me insane. So today, we're really gonna work on it on this one. I don't wanna spend time working on anything else. I wanna do just the basics, and we're gonna go through it. So if you guys wanna stick around, please do. All right, guys. I warmed up a little bit. We're gonna do this. We're gonna get to it. So let's run back here. Not gonna waste my time trying to get all the other basics. We're gonna do this. 5 axle stalls into 5 feebles, into 5 feebles on this guy. Okay, that's it. I'm not gonna torture you guys with any of my terrible skating. We're just gonna work on the basics, just to get used to this board on some steeper, gnarlier stuff. Start small, work up big. Let's do it. All right, that was way too much work. 5 feebles, or 5 feebles on this little guy. That should be quick. Hi, Seppi.
Hi, you ran.
Oh, okay, you got it. Alright guys, I know this isn't the most entertaining video ever, but I don't care. We're back to the basics. I'm just doing this to prove to myself I can do it, I can stay consistent, keep progressing. I feel like I've been kind of stuck in one spot lately. Probably a lot of it is mental. Another part of it is just getting over the winter season. Just switched my setup. So just got to keep it moving.
Got a big man.
Yeah.
And big Dada belly.
Yeah, big dada belly. All right.
Got a big man.
Yes, exactly. All right, so we're gonna do 10 on this guy. All right, all right. Zero. I should have came back in. I'm just scared now. I don't know.
Hey, then don't be scared, okay?
Thank you, buddy. Yeah. 9 more to go.
Yes. You got one again, Papa.
Didn't get it that time. That's okay. Cool. It's every My turn.
Yes, one mama. Oh my God.